of FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Join alongside my partner Maddox Greenberg. I'm Nathan Korst. Live from Joan Joyce Field here at FAU Softball Stadium on the campus of Florida Atlantic University for tonight's weekend American Conference Series. Game 1 of the series, Florida Atlantic today welcomes any visiting UTSA Roadrunners for a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start time. The Owls coming into this game having won back-to-back games. Their last game, a road game against a in-state rival in FIU, winning that game 10-2, as well as a Game 3 2-1 win on the road against Wichita State. For the away UTSA Roadrunners, they come into this game with a 19-15 overall record, 3-2 record on the road for FAU, 22-11 overall on the season. And Maddox, what are we looking for in tonight's game, Owls and Roadrunners?
Well, Nathan, for UTSA, they need to do two things. One, they need a strong game out of their starting pitcher, Arlette Hernandez. She's a leader in nearly every category for the Roadrunners. She also leads the American innings pitched, strikeouts, and ties for the lead in wins and complete games. A really strong outing from their pitcher really early on will help them greatly. Also, a strong showing by their defense. Prevent FAU from reaching base. Try to get to those pop outs, get to those fly outs, get ground outs. Just wherever the ball is, go towards it. That could and just try to stop FAU from getting to base. And then for the Owls, what they need to do is they need to rack up the runs. They lead the American on base percentage, runs, RBIs, and doubles. They also have about 4 or 5 wins this season that ended in the run rule. So they're a very high-scoring offense, particularly in their last victory, getting 10 runs in. And defensively, they need to just get some quick innings. The starting pitcher, Autumn Courtney, is third in the American ERA. Just try to have quick innings, quick 1, 2, 3 against every Roadrunner they'll be facing, and that's how FAU will win.
Definitely should be an interesting game tonight for two programs that have played in the conference schedule a little differently. FAU, of course, had a really good start to their season in non-conference play. They've had some slippery games, and so far they're just 4-5 to open up American Conference play. On the other hand, you got UTSA coming in, as I mentioned, with a 19-15 overall record, and they're 7-2 in the American Conference this season. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams do this season. Well, we're going to step up. We're going to step away for a moment here on FAU Owl ready for the anthem. When we come back, we will have starting lineups and then first pitch for you coming your way. Florida Atlantic taking on UTSA here in Game 1 of this weekend 3-game series. You're on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And we are back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst, joined alongside Maddox Greenberg. Game 1, this 3-game set between Florida Atlantic and UTSA. Let's go over the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Roadrunners on offense. And the leadoff spot will be left fielder number 11, Skylar Rucker. And the 2-hole spot will be the second baseman number 3, Sabrina Wick. First baseman number 17, Michaela Madrid, batting in the 3-hole spot. The cleanup hitter for the Roadrunners today, the catcher number 22, Brooklyn Medor. Batting 5th for UTSA will be the DP number 14, Taryn Madlock. Batting 6th will be the center fielder number 27, Samantha Mundine. Batting 7th will be the right fielder number 10, Madison Lenton. And the 8-hole will be the shortstop number 20, Katia Reyes. And batting 9th will be the third baseman number 26, Madison Hornback. And then going over the defensive positioning for FAU, starting in the circle today for the Owls will be number 23, Autumn Courtney. Autumn Courtney on the season, making her 19th appearance this season, 16th start on the mound with an 11-5 record. 1 save on the season and a team-high 73 strikeouts. The catcher today for FAU will be number 25, Chloe Yates. Now going over the infield for the Owls from first base to third base. At first will be number 5, Madison Insco. At second base will be number 33, Destiny Johns. Playing shortstop will be number 22, Hannah Rivers. And then playing third base will be number 1, Jessiana Mora. And then the outfield for FAU on defense from left center to right. Playing left field will be number 27, Bella Ferran. Playing center will be number 9, Kylie Hammonds. And followed up by the right fielder, number 24, Sierra Gibson. As we are just moments away from first pitch here in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Joan Joyce Field at FAU Softball Stadium. FAU looking to notch a 3rd straight win here today after a road victory against rival FIU a couple of days ago. In conference play, the Owls will be looking to shake off a 2-1 series loss on the road to Wichita State the weekend prior. As we mentioned pregame, FAU has had their struggles in conference play, just 4-5 in the American so far this season. While for the visiting Roadrunners of UTSA, they sit at 7-2 in the American this season. UTSA is led by head coach in her 3rd season, Van Studman. And for FAU, they are led by 4th-year head coach Jordan Clark. FAU, of course, back-to-back American Conference regular season champions. Looking to continue that string of success this season. Hasn't quite gone the way they wanted to. Still a 22-11 record, though, so nothing too shabby. And FAU is 13-2 here at Joan Joyce Field. So tonight's game 1, of course, with a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time first pitch. Tomorrow's game 2 will start at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, game 3 on Sunday with a normal noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time first pitch.
And this is an interesting matchup. 2 of the top best scoring offenses in the American. FAU is 2nd in batting, while UTSA leads the nation in batting. They're both in the top in the categories of hitting and as well as runs and home runs. So definitely expect some fireworks out of this game, but defense will be the biggest turning point in this game.
Certainly seems like it will be. As Autumn Courtney, the starting pitcher, as mentioned before, getting ready to go with some warm-up pitches. The left fielder, Skylar Rucker for UTSA, in the on-deck circle warming up, as she, of course, is leading off tonight. Rucker has played and started in all 34 of UTSA's games this season. She's batting about .265 this season. 23 runs, 26 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, couple of home runs, 9 RBIs, and 21 total walks for the sophomore outfielder Skylar Rucker, native of Fairview, Texas, and a graduate of Lovejoy High School.
She's also last season one of 2 Roadrunners to appear in all 55 games, started in 54 of them.
So here we go, first at bat of the game. The righty Courtney on the dish, getting ready to go against the left-handed Rucker. Here's the first offering from Courtney, and it's going to miss out and away for ball 1 to get us going. Courtney, a 2.45 ERA coming into this one. 11-5 record in the circle. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Finds the zone up in the corner for strike one. Good location from Courtney that time, and the count's 1-1 on Rucker.
Courtney ties the lead and wins in the American with 11. Same with the other starting pitcher for UTSA, Arlette Hernandez.
Count is 1-1. Courtney rocks and fires, but misses out and away for ball number 2. Beautiful day here in Boca Raton. Perfect weather for some NCAA softball, as it's somewhere in the low 80s here in South Florida. The 2-1 pitch from Courtney. Make that 3-1. It misses upstairs, and that's ball 4. Looks like I had the pitch count wrong. So it's a leadoff walk for Skylar Rucker to put a runner aboard for the Roadrunners, and that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, the second baseman, Sabrina Wick.
UTSA is a really good team when reaching base. They're third in the American.
First pitch from Courtney to Wick. Wick shows bunt, but misses on it, and that finds the zone for strike one. Wick coming into this game batting .386, the right-handed batter, playing second base for UTSA today. 17 runs, 7 RBIs, 4 walks on the season for Wick. As the 0-1 pitch misses out and away, it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Sabrina Wick. Wick is the second leading player in this lineup with that .386 batting average. Brooklyn Mador leads that category with .398 in the 4-hole spot. Next pitch on the way, swung on, blooper into left field, drops into the gap just in front of the center fielder. As Ruck is rounding second, gets all the way to third. Sabrina Wick makes it all the way to second. And that is a 2-hole double for Michaela Madrid standing up, and it's 2 runners in scoring position for FAU.
Good position for UTSA having 2 runners in scoring position, putting a lot of pressure on this Owls defense early in this game.
Michaela Madrid, the first baseman, digging in now in the left-handed batter's box. So 2 runners on already for the Roadrunners. No outs here in the top of the first. We are scoreless. Courtney, first offering. This is outside for ball 1. Kayla Madrid batting .364, the right-handed batter coming into this one. Redshirt sophomore, native of Cibolo, Texas, and formerly played for the Red Raiders of Texas Tech before coming to UTSA. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. She got a piece of it.
And the Owls have to watch out for Madrid. She ties the team lead with Madlock for 6 doubles. So definitely not someone we wanted to see facing against with no outs and 2 in scoring.
So Madrid at the plate, Courtney on the mound, Brooklyn Mador sitting in the on-deck circle. Next pick swung on as it's chopped right back to Courtney. As Ruck is in a pickle. The tag at the plate is in time for out number 1. Skylar Ruck went back and forth between third base and home plate, and FAU was able to get her down at the plate. We're pretty much in between, and that's 1 gone.
At the point, the catcher, number 22, Brooklyn Maddox.
Meanwhile, Michaela Madrid was able to get all the way to second, so that will be a fielder's choice. Brooklyn Mador digging in now, the catcher, number 22. As mentioned before, leads UTSA, at least in this lineup, in batting average, as she'll take ball number 1 down in the dirt from Autumn Courtney. And an early meeting at the mound now between Autumn Courtney and her infield, trying to calm her down with 1 gone, 2 runners in scoring position.
Well, it's because of the next batter that's coming up is Midor, who leads the team with slugging. She also ties the lead with Madlock for a home run. So again, another tough batter. The first 4 batters that Courtney is facing this game are really good, so and reach base a lot. So definitely have to figure out your early game plan after seeing how the first couple batters were. Now you got to work on what your arsenal for how you're going to take out this next batter, because you have only 1 out, but that wasn't a strikeout. You need to get a couple more outs to get out of this inning and keep it scoreless.
Courtney will certainly try to pick up some Ks. Of course, leads this FAU roster in total strikeouts on the season. 73 Ks coming into this one for the starting pitcher, Autumn Courtney. As Brooklyn Meador digs back in. 1-0 is the count. Courtney rocks and fires and finds the zone for strike 1 down Broadway. It's Madrid on second, Wick on third. After Skylar Rucker, the leadoff hitter, drew a leadoff walk and then got all the way to third and then was cut down in between third and the home plate. Courtney deals the 1-1 and misses out and away for ball 2. As the sun is shining here in Boca Raton, about 6:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, low 80s. Courtney, here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2 as Meador goes chasing on that fastball. So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone. Courtney wheels and deals. Swung on, popped up in the infield. And FAU will track that one down for out number 2. Jessiana Moore comes chasing down on that one, and that puts down Brooklyn Meador for out number 2.
Good job by the defense for FAU. That's what I was saying. They need to start getting some more outs out defensively.
Taryn Madlock, the DP, steps into the left-handed batter's box now with 2 outs away from FAU. Madlock, the junior from Bourne, Texas. As she cuts on and misses the first pitch from Courtney, strike 1. Courtney still looking for that first K of the game. After Rucker was tagged at the plate in the leadoff spot, and Brooklyn Meador popped up to Jessiana Mora at third. As Courtney's 0-1 pitch misses out and away for ball 1. Madrid still standing in at second. Wick still standing in at third. No lead on the bag for either of them. As the first and third baseman for FAU playing above the bag. The 1-1 pitch on the way misses outside. That's ball 2. So UTSA 1 for 3 so far to start this one with 1 walk. The 2-1 from Courtney on the way. Cut on and missed. That's strike 2. Courtney's starting to get comfortable, and the count is even. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Chance to retire the side for Courtney. Gets her signal. Courtney the 2-2. She will wheel and deal. But she's going to miss up in the corner for ball 3, and the count is full. So big pitch coming for Courtney. Don't want to load the bases. The righty Courtney against the right-handed Madlock. Deals the full count. Courtney, cut on and miss for strike 3 is Taryn Madlock. Madlock goes down swinging on a fastball down Broadway. And Courtney strands 2 UTSA runners at second and third, so both in scoring position. Autumn Courtney and FAU get out of a much-needed jam to keep it scoreless going to the bottom of the first. It's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on for the Roadrunners. And for FAU, it'll be the 1-2-3 due up in their order with Bella Ferran, Kylie Hammonds, and Jessiana Mora due up for the Owls when we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And welcome back to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst joined alongside Maddox Greenberg. Bottom of the first, scoreless so far between FAU and UTSA. As the leadoff left fielder, Bella Ferran, ready to dig in now to get things going for FAU in their offense. Bella Ferran, the 5'6" sophomore from Hoover, Alabama, making her 28th appearance, 27th start of the season. Batting .414 for FAU, so one of the better bats so far in this lineup. 19 runs, 24 hits, a triple, 6 RBIs, and 7 walks on the season. As she'll take ball number 1 up high from the starting pitcher for UTSA tonight, which is Arlette Hernandez. Hernandez, true freshman out of Mission, Texas, making her 18th start in the circle so far this season, as she wheels and deals on the 1-0. And she'll miss out and away for ball number 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes on Ferran. Hernandez, an 11-5 record so far this season, has pitched 9 complete games and a 2.86 ERA. So arguably UTSA's best option on the mound. 2-0 pitch on the way, finds his own for strike 1 down the middle. Ferran looking to get the offense starts right. Ferran's going to show bunt. Hernandez will deal on the 2-1. Ferran pulls the bunt back, tries to swing on the pitch, and misses for strike 2. Hernandez with 96 strikeouts so far on the season, so she could easily reach the century mark here today as the 2-2 pitch is on the way. And it's going to miss down low to make the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. For Bella Ferran, she's drawn 7 walks so far this season, and we'll see what happens here. The count is full. Hernandez wheels and deals, and Ferran's going to foul this one off over the third base line onto the netting, and we'll do it again in a full count. And it's payoff pitches like that, foul balls like that really build anticipation in this righty-righty matchup. Hernandez back in the circle, deals the 3-2, and misses out and away for ball number 4. Bella Ferran draws the leadoff walk, her 8th walk so far in 2026, and that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Kylie Hammonds.
At the plate, center fielder number 9, Kylie
Hammonds playing center field for FAU today. The 5'2" redshirt junior, making her 34th appearance and start of the season. As she's going to take the first pitch from Hernandez for a ball down low. The count is 1-0.
Last season, she was named to the 2025 American First Team All-Conference. And again, very tough hitter for Hernandez to be seen. She leads the team in, she leads the Owls with at-bats, runs, hits, ties and triples, leads the team in home runs, slugging percentage. She is a whole package for the Owls.
And she really is, but she'll have to wait as we're going to have a meeting at the mound for UTSA. Arlette Hernandez and her infield will talk things over to try and calm her down. The assistant coaches for the Roadrunners, Jim Bray, Mac Morgan, and Heather Ruiz. And on the FAU side, their assistants, Nicole Newman, Shelby Pettick, and Caitlin DeLeon. As the meeting has concluded, and Hammond's now ready to dig in here with one runner on first, that being Bella Ferran. No outs here in the bottom of the first, and we're still scoreless. Righty-lefty matchup, Hernandez rocks and fires. The 1-0 pitch is foul back behind the plate onto the backstop, and that's strike 1. So Bella Ferran on first. No outs. Hernandez on the 1-1 pitch. Gets a piece of that one, but fouls it straight back once again, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kylie Hammonds, excuse me. after Bella Ferran drew a leadoff walk. Hernandez back in the circle, gets the signal, and she'll deal the 1-2. Misses upstairs for ball 2, and the count is even. UTSA 19-15 overall record, FAU 22-11. The 2-2 from Hernandez on the way. Cut on and miss for strike 3 is Kylie Hammonds. As she chased the fastball down Broadway, couldn't get a piece of it. And Hernandez records her first strikeout of the game. That's number 97 on the season for her. And the third baseman, Justiana Moore, will now step in now in the 3-hole spot. Justiana Moore batting .402 so far this season. And she'll take ball 1 up in the corner for ball 1. 33 hits, 25 runs, 25 RBIs on the season for Justiana Moore, as well as 5 homers. With Ferran still standing in at first, 1 gone here in the bottom of the first, and we are scoreless. Hernandez rocks and fires the 1-0 on the way. This is down low for ball 2. Ferran almost took off running, but she'll corral back in on the bag. So Justiana Moore in the driver's seat, 2 balls, no strikes. Hernandez looking at her bullpen, getting the signal. The 2-0, she wheels and deals. Finds the zone that time up in the corner for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch from Hernandez. Misses down low. The throw to first gets away. Ferran's taking off for second. She'll dive in, and she is safe. Good heads-up play from Bella Ferran to put herself in scoring position.
And that was Ferran's 5th stolen base this season.
Her 5th stolen base indeed. So Bella Ferran, after drawing the leadoff walk, advances to second on a throwing error. And Moore will dig back in now with the count even at 2-2. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on in the air. Foul territory. Up in the bleachers on the left side.
And this is definitely going to help Moore. I mean, she has 9 doubles this season. She has one of her teammates is at second right now in scoring. She just needs to get a ball in the outfield, and then she'll be good. And the Owls get on board.
2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, blooped into left field in fair territory. Skylar Rucker chases that one down and corrals it for out number 2. So Justiana Mora is retired in the 3-hole spot, and now the DP Lily Holche will step up to hopefully get something going for FAU. 2 gone. Bella Ferran still at second. Holche wearing number 7 for FAU. Hernandez with the first pitch to Holche as it misses upstairs for ball 1. Going over the uniform matchups for today's game. FAU rocking their all-white uniforms. And for UTSA, they're rocking some all-black uniforms. So pretty cool uniform matchup today. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Holche. Misses upstairs in a similar spot, and that's 2 balls, no strikes on Holche.
And Holche's not a good batter for Hernandez to see, leading the team in doubles, leading the team in on-base percentage and walks, and in RBI. So definitely going to be a tricky batter to go against.
The 2-0 count on the way to Holche. Finds the zone for strike 1 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless. Ferran still standing in at second. A single could bring the first run of the game home. Hernandez back on the hill. In the double digits in total pitches thrown today. Deals the 2-1, misses way outside for ball 3. Ferran's already been walked today. Hernandez not looking to walk Holche either. FAU, a team that gets walked a ton, 121 walks, including the one from Ferran on the season. The 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up in the infield. UTSA tracking this one down as the left fielder Skylar Rucker settles under it for out number 3.
And that had some height to it as well.
It certainly did. So Holche set down on the pop-up to left. FAU is going to leave a runner stranded, Bella Ferran at second. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and one player, Ferran, left on for FAU. And we'll go to the top half of the second. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 in UTSA's batting order when we return on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst joined alongside Maddox Greenberg here from Joan Joyce Field at FAU Softball Stadium as we head to the top half of the second, where we are scoreless so far here in Boca Raton. Samantha Mundine, the right-handed batter, in the 6-hole spot at the dish for FAU, going back up against Autumn Courtney. Courtney's first pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Samantha Mundine, the 5'4" junior from Luling, Texas, formerly played at McNeese. Courtney's 0-1 pitch misses out and away, ball 1.
Last season, Mundine at McNeese State was named to the 2025 First Team All-Southland team. So a great addition for this Roadrunners squad.
1-1 pitch on the way, fouled off over the left side. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. So big pitch number 4 upcoming for Courtney, who has 1 K on the day. Courtney from the stretch rocks and fires on the 1-2, but misses upstairs for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, no outs here in the top of the second. Courtney wheels and deals, the 2-2 on the way. Swung on, line into left field, but no, Bella Ferran said no way to that, as she makes the near diving catch for out number 1 coming out of left field to set down the first runner of the inning.
Great effort by Ferran, reading to where the ball was going after, making an incredible diving catch and just catching the ball above before it hit the ground. Great catch by Ferran.
Great catch indeed to set the 6-hole hitter down. And the right fielder, Madison Lenton, will now dig in the right-handed batter's box with 1 gone. Nobody on. Courtney, first pitch, cut on and missed, strike 1. So the F7 from Mundine. Lenton now digs in, down 0-1 in the count. Courtney wheels and deals. Swung on, lined over the third base line, but it goes foul for strike 2. As the sun starting to make its descent, going behind the clouds now here in Boca, much needed. It's been pretty hot all day today as it now dips into the low 80s / high 70s. The 0-2 from Courtney misses out and away, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, with the weather when we got here, it was sunny, no shade on the field. I was looking at both teams in warm-ups, both wearing different shades. I was thinking, like, that's probably not a smart idea to have, even though I know later on starting to cool down, but it's still a kind of risky move early in the game.
Courtney's 1-2 pitch finds the zone for strike 3. That sets Madison Linton down looking. It's strikeout number 75 on the season for Autumn Courtney, so 3/4 of the way to the century mark. And that's two gone now here in the top of the second with Kat Rays stepping in now. Kat Rays playing shortstop for the Roadrunners today. Takes the first pitch, swinging, fouls it off behind the plate. Onto the screen, and that's strike 1. So 2 Ks for the pitcher Courtney today. A strikeout swinging to Madlock back in the first, and a strike and a backwards K to Linton in the last at bat. No balls, 1 strike. Courtney wheels and deals, and finds the zone up high for strike 2. So a chance to get out of the inning right here for Autumn Courtney with 2 Ks. Righty-righty matchup, Courtney against Rays. Nobody on. And still scoreless here in the top of the second. Courtney rocks and fires the 0-2, and it's going to miss out and away for ball 1. Courtney, for the most part, a pitcher that's going to try and strike you out and not try to get too fancy. She has thrown 32 balls on the season. As the 1-2 pitch on the way, it's lined right over the third base line, but it goes foul, and we'll go again at a 1-2. And by balls, I actually meant strikes, 32, or not strikes, walks. 32 walks for Courtney on the season. Compare that to the 75 Ks. Definitely a pitcher you want to have starting. The 1-2 pitch on the way again. Then it misses out and away, and it's deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on, scoreless here in the top of the second. Courtney getting the signal from her dugout. Signal is good. Roxon fires the 2-2 on the way, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Kat Rays goes down swinging. Strikeout number 76 on the season for Courtney, and her 3rd of the ball game. And sets UTSA down 1-2-3 in order here in the bottom of the second. As it's no runs, no hits, no errors, no players left on in that inning for the Roadrunners. And we'll head to the bottom of the second for FAU with Sierra Gibson, Chloe Yates, Destiny Johns due up for the Owls when we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And welcome back to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst joining alongside Maddox Greenberg. We head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless between FAU and UTSA. As the starting pitcher for the Roadrunners, Arlette Hernandez, back in the circle for her 2nd inning of work. as she'll go up against the right fielder, Sierra Gibson, who's going to take ball one down low. 1 ball, no strike is the count. Hernandez, 1 strikeout and 1 walk allowed in her last inning of work, and 4 total batters faced. Hernandez deals the 1-0 pitch. Tried to clip the corner, but misses outside for ball 2. For Sierra Gibson, the right fielder, only 20 at-bats on the season, 5 hits, 3 runs, 5 RBIs, 2 homers on the season for her. As here comes the 2-0 pitch. Chops it foul behind the plate onto the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike on Gibson. Catcher Chloe Yates awaiting in the on-deck circle. Gibson batting .250 on the season. 2-1 pitch from Hernandez on the way. Swung on, absolutely skied into right center field, and you can forget about it. Solo shot for Sierra Gibson in the leadoff spot to open things up in the bottom of the second. Florida Atlantic's on the board, 1-0 over the Roadrunners. That ball was not coming back, Maddox.
It was not an absolute hammer. It's one of those hits where once you see it leave the bag, you know it was going to be gone. The height and the distance from that, great job by Gibson, and a great opening for the Owls. Something the Owls definitely need, drawing first blood in this game.
It's the 3rd home run on the season for the junior Sierra Gibson, as Chloe Yates now digs in the right-handed batter's box. 1-0 FAU here in the bottom of the second. Nobody on, no outs. First pitch from Hernandez finds the zone down Broadway, strike 1. The signal, Hernandez gets it. Roxon fires, the 0-1 pitch on the way. Check swing in there from Yates, but she went around, and that's strike 2.
A really great last season for Yates. She has single-season program record in RBIs with 54, led the team in home runs with 8, and she ended the season named to the 2025 American First Team All-Conference.
Now she's going to take ball number 1 up the ladder, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yates definitely a reliable bat for FAU last season as well. Very deserving of that preseason honor, as you said. The 1-2 pitch from Hernandez on the way. Misses down in the dirt for ball 2. And the count is even. As Yates played in, well, all 46 games she played last season, she batted .354 in 2025. 43 RBIs. Very impressive numbers there. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Cut on and missed for strike 3 is Chloe Yates. She goes down swinging, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the second. And it's the second K of the game for Arlette Hernandez. So that's her 98th strikeout of the season. Destiny Johns, the second baseman, digs in now in the left-handed batter's box, as she'll take ball number 1 from Hernandez.
And another great player on this Owls lineup that had a great season last year. In her first year with the Owls, just below 300 batting with a 299 in all 57 games she started in and played in. Also was named to the 2025 American All-Conference Freshman Team.
Count is 1 ball, no strikes on Destiny Johns. Hernandez, her next pitch. Roxanne fires as she misses up high on the curveball upstairs, and the count is 2-0. It was a tough first inning of work for this FAU offense after a leadoff walk, a strikeout, and then a flat and a pop-up. But they definitely improved here in the next inning, as Johns is going to swing through and miss for strike 2 on the fastball. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone on Destiny Johns, nobody on.
Even though her stats say differently, it's very tricky having your starting pitcher be a true freshman. It's her first time playing against a lot of these teams, particularly conference opponents. So going against this Owl squad, it's her first time playing against FAU. So she doesn't know how players are going to react. Same way for the FAU battlers, don't know how she's going to react on the pitches she's going to throw. So everyone's very new with it. But after the first inning, her finding some comfort, her knowing what pitches work for her. As the game continues going on, I believe that Hernandez will be more comfortable with the pitches that she has and knows how to go against these Owls batters.
As the 2-2 pitch from Hernandez misses out and away for ball 3, and the count is full for Destiny Johns with 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Owls after the solo shot from Sierra Gibson. Big pitch up coming here, Hernandez. Wheels and deals on the 3-2. This one swung on in the air to left field, but it doesn't quite have the carry as Skylar Rucker settles under it for out number 2. So an F7 from Destiny Johns, and that brings up the first baseman, Madison Insko. Insko, a two-way player for FAU. She bats and pitches from time to time. This will be your 25th appearance and 15th start in the batting order for FAU, as she looks on for strike number 1 with 2 outs away. Insko, a 289 batter coming into this matchup. 3 runs, 11 hits, a couple of doubles, a home run, and 8 RBIs. Hernandez deals the 0-1 and misses up in the corner for ball number 1. So 2 gone here in the bottom of the second, no runners on. 1-0 FAU leads. Sierra Gibson homered with a solo shot. Chloe Yates went down swinging, and Destiny Johns flied out to left. The 1-1 pitch on the way, skies this one into left field. That one just in front of the warning track, doesn't have the carry, and it's another F7 for FAU, as Skylar Rucker will settle under it for out number 3, and that's going to retire the FAU side here in the bottom half of the second. But a successful inning for FAU at last. 1 run, 1 hit. The home run from Sierra Gibson, no errors, nobody left on for FAU. And it's 1-0 FAU after 2 full innings of play. We'll be right back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube.
We are back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg, Nathan Korst. 1-0 FAU lead as we hear in the top of the 3rd inning. Madison Hornback, this senior 3rd baseman from West Columbia, Texas, at batting right. First pitch is a tip foul behind home plate off to the left side. So strike 1 on Hornback. Still pitching in on the disc is Autumn Courtney. And her 3rd inning pitch. Upstairs for a ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Hornback stepping back into the right batter's box. Last season, 44 games played, 36 starts, batting a .211, having 16 hits and 9 runs in the middle. For a strike two, it's a 1-2 count. Hornback tied 8th in the American in strikeouts at 17, and that'll be her. Check that, she's still alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball was a little bit upstairs. On the 2-2 count, Courtney wheels and deals. Here comes the pitch, and Hornback had to move out for it, and she is still alive. It's a full count. Courtney showing some comfort in the previous inning, but can't get too comfortable. This is the bottom of the batting order for the Roadrunners upstairs, and she walks Hornback. And a runner on base for the Roadrunners here in the top of the 3rd. As we reach the top of the batting order for the Roadrunners, and it'll be Skylar Rucker once again. Stepping into the left batter's box. First time at bat. She was walked. Hitting with a 265 entering this season, entering this game. And a strike 1 inside for Courtney.
And for Rucker, she leads UTSA in total runs at 23. So if she can get on, definitely a valuable base runner piece to have if you're UTSA.
Low in the dirt, big swing and the miss by Rucker. And that'll be really helpful for the Roadrunners having 2 runners on base. But it's an 0-2 count now, no outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Roadrunners down 1 run to the Owls here. And tip foul off to the right side. Check that to the left side. So stays an 0-2 count for Rucker. Hornback, the runner on first. And tip foul into that same direction off to the left corner of the protective netting behind home plate. They also done a good job as of now trying to subduing UTSA's batters. See how they continue on this game as it progresses. Courtney in the middle, upstairs, way upstairs for a ball 1. It's a 1-2 count. Here comes the next pitch, and up into the air over to the left side. It goes behind the Roadrunners dugout and into the bullpen. Count remains 1-2.
Good aggressiveness from Rucker in this at-bat, being aggressive, playing it smart. She's also been doing good work in the outfield. Leads UTSA with 4 putouts so far.
Courtney with the pitch, and tip foul behind home plate into the netting. And Courtney's having some difficulty trying to get Rucker out. Has one more strike to give. One more strike to give.
Gotta love a good righty-righty battle here.
Courtney, here comes the next pitch. And tip foul again behind home plate. And I feel like at this point, Nathan, that Rutgers is trying to tire Courtney out now. Just trying to stay, hitting a bunch of foul balls, trying to stay on bat, and trying to let Courtney go through her entire arsenal of what she has. Because she's already up to about 50 pitches as of now.
Almost, yeah.
So Courtney probably getting a little bit tired. That might be the game plan for this Roadrunners team. And hit over into the left side again, and that flies beyond the bushes and over into the side street. So another foul ball. Count still remains a 1-2.
Courtney's still trying to paint the black right now. Definitely look for her to start trying to get Rucker to chase outside. You have a couple of balls to give anyway.
Rocks and fires in upstairs. 2-2 count. Courtney was looking into her dugout for some words of admiration from her coach, from inspirational quotes, and another foul ball over to the third base line. Count still is a 2-2.
And that's almost 10 pitches in this at-bat. It might be 10. I don't have the counter in front of me, but absolute battle here between Rucker and Courtney.
Yeah, she has started going against Rucker. She started with 42 pitches. And, yeah, I do think at this point about 10 pitches have gone past. If not, this will be the 10th one. And that will be ruled a strikeout. So Courtney finally takes out Rucker to record the first K of this inning. And Courtney's fourth of the day, fourth all season. And now Sabrina Wick second on the batting order.
I'm sure that's a big sigh of relief from Courtney after double-digit pitches in that at-bat. Now she gets to reset against Wick.
If you check that would be Courtney's 77th actually strikeout in this season. Yeah, ball one against Wick, the sophomore second baseman from the Colony, Texas. Father played football at UTEP, and her sister played softball at Regis College in Wisconsin. Grounds out over into the left to the right side, and from Rivers to Insco, that'll be a single play taken out Hornback. So Wick will be safe at first, and Roadrunners will still have a runner on first, but 2 outs.
So good defensive play from FAU. The double play just really wasn't a possibility, so they get out the lead runner on the fielder's choice. So good job from the FAU infield right there.
And now it's Michaela Madrid, the redshirt sophomore first baseman from Cabolo, Texas. Redshirt her freshman year at Texas Tech before joining the Roadrunners in her second season. Check swing and a ball one on Madrid. Courtney with her 58th pitch. Ball two. So that previous matchup against Rucker definitely took a lot out of Courtney. And Courtney had to go through a lot of her arsenal, having to go against her 12 pitches. About 10 pitches actually against previous batter. And hit over into the left side. That goes in the foul territory. It be fair. And from my vantage point, yes, it will be fair. And the third out of this inning. Great effort made by Jessiana Moore, running all the way over to the side fence next to the UTSA dugout. Just gained her glove over the fence to record the out. And quickening by the Owls defense. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Roadrunners lead. You're listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg, Nathan Korst. Bottom of the third inning. Owls keep the Roadrunners scores for the third straight inning. FAU's turn to try to extend their one-run lead. Hannah Rivers, bottom of the batting order, a 192 batter. The sophomore shortstop, in their first year with the Owls, coming from Mercer. She was named to the Southern Conference All-Freshman team last year. After having a great freshman year, 316 batting, 51 games played, 43 games started, 23 runs on 37 hits, getting 5 home runs. 0-2 count. Hernandez still in the circle with the windup. Here comes the pitch, and a little bit outside. Be ruled a ball one, and Rivers has some life in her. Here to kick off the third, bottom of the third for the Owls. Hernandez with the pitch, and big swing and a miss for Rivers. Ball was upstairs. It would have been a ball, but Rivers struck out. She's heading over to the dugout, and now up is to the top of the batting order for the Roadrunners, Bella Ferran, sophomore left fielder, who's been making some noise in this game on the left field position. And low in the dirt, ricochets off of catcher Midor. We rule a ball one. Ferran still at the left batter's box for the Owls. Owls lead the series 24-2, 11-1 at home and on the road. So been very commanding of this series. Roadrunners trying to seek their third win. Way upstairs, past the head of Midor. So it's a 2-0 count.
And that hit the bottom of the screen and bounced up at least taller than me, Maddox.
Yeah, so it was about, I would say about like a little over 6 feet tall, kind of, I would say. Yeah, a little over 6 feet in the air. So Hernandez really was out for Arsenal there. 3-0 count. Hernandez really struggling in this game. Again, as I said, it was really tricky when you have a freshman pitcher starting for most of your games. It's a good advantage for the opposing team because they won't know what the pitches they're throwing at. But at the same time, it's difficult for you because your pitcher doesn't know how the other team's going to respond. But either way, 4 straight balls, and Ferran is heading over the first.
And the second walk drawn now for the game for FAU.
And now Kylie Hammonds, the explosive player on this Owls roster.
And we'll get a meeting at the mound as the pitcher, Arlette Hernandez, joined by her infield to calm her down after that 4-pitch walk, as you said.
And Nathan, what do you think they might be telling her teammate? What do you think? Do you think they have an idea of like what she wants to do for her next couple of pitches? Do you think it's just like some words of advice? What do you think it's they're talking about?
Probably just simple words of advice, a little bit of hyping up as well. Obviously, a 4-pitch walk is maybe not the last thing you want, but it's definitely not ideal. And you welcome Hammonds to the play, who can really one of the better playmakers on this FAU roster. So probably just trying to calm her down. Got to try and make Hammonds either chase up the ladder or just deliver the high heat.
Let's see what those words help her. As first pitch against Hammonds will be inside for a strike one, so possibly done a little bit of good for her. Helped her a little bit.
And this is a big at-bat for Hernandez. 99 Ks on the season, so 1 away from reaching the century mark.
And high upstairs and tip foul over and pass into the parking lot behind us. 0-2 count. Runner on first is Ferran. Outfield shifting a bit to the left as left fielder Mundine is off center a bit. Upstairs, ball one to 1-2 count for Hernandez. Last time Hammonds was that bad, she was struck out. And she's one away from being struck out, so see how Hammonds going to try to keep herself alive at this point and stay in the batter's box. Hernandez with a kick and upstairs for 2-2 count. Hernandez wheels and deals and grounded out, popped in the air by Hammonds, and Hammonds be taken out at first. Ferran safe at second. Wicks caught the ball, throw it over to Madrid at first. So sacrifice hit by Hammonds, able to put Ferran at scoring in second, where she has 4 stolen bases, a very tricky runner, and will put a little bit of hesitation for Hernandez being aware of her surroundings. As Mora hits it over into the right field, it hits the warning track, finds an opening. Ferran gets home and extends the Owls' lead 2-0 with Mora, a stand-up double. Great effort, great play made by Mora.
Nice little RBI double for Justiana Moore right there, and a 2-out situation nonetheless. Just dropped that one right into the gap, right in front of the warning track back in right field. And aside from that solo shot from FAU from Sierra Gibson, the bat's starting to make noise outside of that now for the Owls.
And it'll be Lily Holtze at bat, the sophomore designated player in her first year out of Arizona State. She's third on the team last year for the Sun Devils in home runs. She had 6 home runs, great freshman year for Holtze. Strike one. And Holtze definitely, again, making a mark on this team in her first year with the Owls. Leading the team in doubles, leading the team in RBIs, walks, strikeouts, and on-base percentage. Low in the, a little bit low. Be a ball one, it's a 1-1 count. Seeing someone warming up in the Roadrunners bullpen. Hernandez with the pitch.
And Hernandez is past 50 pitches now, and for UTSA, that's sophomore Ava Eldridge who's warming up in the bullpen over there. So Hernandez might be seeing her line starting to come to an end, especially, but we'll see how this inning ends for her. That will be the ultimate de facto decider.
2-1 pitch hits high over into left field in the left corner, and great catch made by Rucker, the left fielder, the left corner, robbing what would have been a possible home run, and ends the inning. Owls back-to-back home runs, and are up 2-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg, Chris Talt. Check out Nathan Korst. Apologies. Top of the 4th inning and hit high in the air by Brooklyn Madeir. And that's the first out made by FAU, a fly out.
Now it's popped right up to the shortstop, Hannah Rivers, so she'll settle under that one for an easy first out.
Now Taylor Madlock stepping into the left batter's box for the second time. First time at bat, she was struck out by Courtney. Insko is up in front of the first base bag. Big swing and a miss made by Madlock. And what's so ironic, Nathan, is the fact that I just previously called a 2 out of 3 game series for the UTSA and FAU baseball team with Chris Tull recently, so kind of felt a little bit of that rhythm. Definitely a deja vu. Second pitch is a strike, 0-2 count for Madlock.
Yeah, although that's 2 different stories because obviously UTSA took that series 2-1. Hopefully for FAU it doesn't go that same way. They can get a series win.
Big swing and a miss made by Madlock, and she is struck out swinging. And already 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. This game flying by 2-0. FAU lead here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, bases empty for Samantha Mundine, who's 0 for 1. The only batter that has a hit on this Roadrunners team is Wick, and she's second on the batting order. Everyone else has not hit the ball at all. And strike 1 made against Mundine, the center fielder for the Roadrunners.
Also, we didn't talk about the matchup history, but FAU leads the all-time series against UTSA 24-2, and they've won their last 13 matchups dating back to 2018.
So Roadrunners really love to get a third win in this series. Has eye over into left field, and a great catch made by Ferran. Who else? And another quick 1-2-3 inning for the Owls defense. When we return, it will be Gibson, Yates, and Johns. 5, 6, and 7 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We are back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg, Nathan Korst here in the bottom of the 4th inning as the Owls are up 2-0 over the Roadrunners, looking to extend their lead, keeping the Roadrunners scoreless through 3 batters in the top of this inning. And so with Sierra Gibson, the right fielders, a 1-0 count. Arnett Hernandez still on the circle, low in the dirt. Big swing made by Gibson, be a strike 1, so 1-1 count.
Gibson 1 of 1, of course, with that solo shot back in her first at-bat in inning number 2. Hopefully Hernandez doesn't see ghosts here.
Gibson, the junior right fielder from Orange Park, Florida. Transferred from Liberty after her freshman year in which she only played in 1 game. Low in the dirt, 2-1 count on Gibson, the left-handed batter. Her first at bat was a home run past right field, which was an absolute bomb upstairs. 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No outs, no one on base. Hernandez wheels and deals. Tip foul behind home plate is a full count. 3-2. Foul 1, strike 2. A large gap up the middle defensively. Outfield shifting a bit to the right and over into right field. Another bomb and kiss it goodbye. Another powerful hit by Gibson and back-to-back home runs for her at bat. Have you ever seen anything like that, Nathan?
No, I mean, I wasn't even going to begin to mention a possible hat trick performance, but we could be looking at now. That's her 2nd homer of the game, 2 for 2, and her 5th now of the season, I believe. That's unbelievable. On a full count nonetheless, Sierra Gibson so far is the MVP today.
Definitely is. And a 3-0 Owls lead. No outs. They have more opportunity to work with. And another new pitcher warming the bullpen for the Roadrunners. We could be seeing who will be up next if Hernandez would have to be taken out of this game. I mean, right now Hernandez has 60 pitches. Struggling a bit. We might have to see a change. Hit high in the air by Chloe Yates, who's up at bat, the right-hander, and fly out into shallow left field. Now we'll record the first out of this inning for the Owls.
But how about Sierra Gibson? Back-to-back home runs. Same spot, too. Just absolutely lasers that one out of the park to right.
Well, it's ironic because I was just mentioning about the defensive changes on the outfield. And hit over the head of Hernandez, and Destiny Johns, who was at bat, makes it to first, a single. So we got a runner on first for the Owls with Madison Insko, the first baseman, up to bat for the 2nd time. Last time she was at bat, she flew the ball out into left field. The right-handed batter going against the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs for a ball 1. Check that for a strike 1. 3-0 Owls lead. Hernandez with the windup. And it'll be inside for a strike. 2-0-2 count. So Hernandez is not done just yet. 0-2 count, runner on first, 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 Owls lead. Here comes the pitch. And inside for a strike 3. So Insko taken out. Now to their last out for the Owls. So we'll see how the Owls respond. And be a pinch hitter coming in. It will be McKenna Mulholland coming in for the 9th hole spot. Normally where Hannah Rivers will be at. And good news is the sun has officially set, I believe. I mean, it's behind a big cloud. So no sunlight interfering in this game. The field is covered in shadow, basically. The sun is setting off to our right. Here we're at 7:16 p.m.
Certainly going to help us, and hopefully that helps JoJo Mulholland here, who was batting .292 coming into this one, making her 32nd appearance.
Mulholland, the right-handed batter. First pitch against her is a strike 1. McKenna Mulholland, the redshirt senior from Oviedo, Florida. First year out of Ball State, who was a 2024 MAC All-Tournament team. And upstairs, and trying to take out Johns, who is looking to steal over the head of the first baseman Madrid. And with that error, Johns is now in scoring that second. A little bit risky by Mador, a little bit too powerful. She threw the ball over Madrid's head. She saw Johns looking to try to attempt to steal, but now Johns is in great position at second and scoring on a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Mulholland, she leads the team with hit by pitches with 10, and she ties the lead with triples with 1, tying with 5 other players. 1-2 count. One-two count. Hernandez in the circle for the Roadrunners. Here comes the pitch. Low in the dirt for ball 2. So Mulholland is still alive. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on second. Owls up 3-0. Looking to extend their lead even more. Hernandez with the windup. Outside for a full count. And Mulholland hits it down, grounds out over to third base, goes over the first. And that will be the end of the inning. Sierra Gibson, home run off to the right field, extends the Owls' lead. In 3 straight innings, the Owls have a run to show for 3-0 Owls leads. We had to the top of the 5th inning. You're listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube.
And we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst, joined alongside Maddox Greenberg. We head to the top of the 5th now, where it's a 3-0 Florida Atlantic lead over UTSA. As the 7-hole hitter Madison Linton steps up into the box, as she'll take strike 1 down the middle from Autumn Courtney, who's still in the circle for FAU tonight. Courtney, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. As she deals the 0-1, this one swung on, popped up over the third base line just in front of UTSA's dugout for an 0-2 count. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes, no runners on, no outs here in the top of the 5th. 3-0 Owls. Courtney rocks and fires the 0-2. This one swung on in the air to left center. Charging up is Bella Ferran, and she'll make the grab for out number 1.
Ferran's been all over the place offensively. A lot of potential home runs and pop-outs coming into her way out of the left field. So Ferran's been very busy defensively for the Owls.
It's the third F7 FAU has forced on the defensive side of things in this game as the 8-hole hitter, Kat Rays, steps up for UTSA, the shortstop. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, swinging her last time up. First pitch from Courtney, and gets Rays to swing on the first pitch for strike 1. UTSA just 1 hit and 14 at-bats so far today for an 0.71 batting average. Compare that to 4 of 16 from FAU. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses downstairs for ball 1 on the fastball.
I think that just goes to show just how much more experienced this bullpen for the Owls is compared to UTSA's. I mean, leader for UTSA are led Hernandez, who, without doubt, great true freshman year, but has been very much struggling in this game, while Courtney is still a starting pitcher for the Owls. She has experience. She's already in her, I believe, her 4th year with the Owls, or in college softball. Yeah, 4th year. So she has a lot more experience compared to Hernandez.
The 1-1 was ripped foul over the third base line to make the count 1-2. Courtney rocks and fires, deals the next pitch, misses upstairs for ball 2. Count is even for Kat Rays, who's 0 for 1. Madison Horvath in the on-deck circle. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th, 3-0 Owls. Courtney on the 2-2 pitch. Swung on line into left field, but goes foul over the third base line, and will do it again at a 2-2. Rays has struck out 19 times on the season. Courtney with 5 thrown strikeouts tonight. Courtney deals the 2-2 again. This one swung on, and it's fouled over the right side of the stadium. And we will do the 2-2 once more. And we saw Courtney and leadoff hitter Skylar Rucker do battle with over 10 pitches. Could be seeing the same thing here. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and it finds the zone for strike 3. Courtney sets Kat Rays down looking for the second out here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting for third baseman number 26, Madison.
And that's strikeout number 6 on the game for the starting pitcher, Autumn Courtney. As Madison Hornback digs in now, the third baseman in the right-handed batter's box. As Courtney misses down low on the off speed for ball 1. So still no runners on, 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. FAU 3, UTSA 0. Courtney on the 1-0 pitch. Swung through and missed for strike 1 is Hornback. Hornback drew a walk her last time up before she was cut down at second. On what was a 4-6 fielder's choice that allowed Sabrina Wick to reach first. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Hornback swings and misses for the 2nd straight time. And a big payoff pitch upcoming for Courtney against Hornback with the count at 1-2. With 2 gone as well. Courtney back in the circle. Roxon fires the 1-2 on the way. Misses out and away for ball 2 to make it deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. As it's almost 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Boca Raton. The sun has now completely set. Courtney, the 2-2 pitch upcoming. Swung on, popped up in foul territory, and it's going to go over the Roadrunners dugout. Bounces on top of it, out of play, and we'll do the 2-2 again. Hornback, the 9-hole hitter. An F7 from Lenton and a backwards K to Cat Rays. 2 outs. Courtney back in the circle, getting her signal. Deals the 2-2 to Hornback. And we'll foul tip this one behind the plate onto the screen. And we'll do the 2-2 another time. As Courtney just trying to get out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch on the way again. Swung on and foul tipped behind the plate onto the screen for a second straight time. And once again, we'll go to 2-2 pitch, or 2-2 count on Hornback. And this righty-righty matchup here. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. With no runners on. Courtney, the 2-2. Misses out and away that time for ball number 3, and the count is full. Over 75 pitches, so almost 80 pitches in this game for Courtney in the circle tonight. The full count on the way. Swung on, fly into left field. Charging on it is Bella Ferran, and she will settle under that one for out number 3. And UTSA is going to go down 1-2-3 in order with 2 F7s and a backwards K. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th, where for FAU, it'll be the 1-2-3 in their order due up with Ferran, Hammonds, and Mora when we return on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And welcome back to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst and Maddox Greenberg. Bottom of the 5th now between FAU and UTSA. It's 3-0 Owls, thanks to 2 home runs, both by Sierra Gibson, as well as an RBI double back in the 3rd inning from Jessiana Mora. And the Owls will flip back to the top of their order with left fielder Bella Ferran digging in now. 2 at-bats for Ferran so far, both resulting in walks for the leadoff hitter. She will go up against Arlette Hernandez, who's still in the circle for UTSA, as she just threw her 70th pitch on the game, but it misses outside for ball 1.
Last season, Ferran, as a true freshman, was named to the 2025 Division I Softball Freshman All-American team, the first freshman All-American in the Owls program history.
Next pitch swung on, foul, tipped onto the left side of the screen. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike. No runners on, no gone here in the bottom of the 5th. FAU looking to continue their streak of excellence against UTSA. The 1-1 pitch from Hernandez paints the black for strike 2. As mentioned earlier, FAU has only lost to UTSA 2 times ever with 24 all-time wins. And they have not lost to UTSA since May of 2018. Here's Hernandez on the 1-2. This one swung on, blooped into left field. Doesn't quite have the carry as Samantha Mundine will charge on that one for out number 1. And the 2-hole hitter, Kylie Hammonds, digs in now. Hammonds 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout swinging in the 1st inning and grounded out her last time out.
Hammonds was a leadoff hitter for the Owls last season.
Yes, she was, as she swings on the first pitch but fouls it off over the left side for strike one.
I mean, she also had a great year as well last season. Besides being a leadoff hitter, led the team in runs, walks, hit by pitches, led the American on base percentage too, ending the season on a 10-game hit streak.
A 1 pitch on the way, swung on in the air, goes foul over the left side again, and it's strike two, no balls. 0-2 is the count. And for Hammonds, definitely had a great year last year. She's actually batting slightly better than she did last year. Had a .371 average last year. Coming into this game, at least before the 0-2 start, she was batting .381. Here's Hernandez on the 0-2. Swung on, fouled on the left side of the screen. We'll do it again at an 0-2. Hammonds fighting it off. Lives to see another day. No runners on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th, FAU 3, UTSA nothing is our score. Here's the 0-2 pitch again. This one swung on and laced into left field as it drops right over the glove of Rays. And it's a 1-out single for Kylie Hammonds to put a runner aboard for FAU. As the 3-hole hitter, Justiana Mora, now steps in with 1 out. Hammond standing in at first. Owls up 3-0. Very interested to see how much longer Hernandez is going to be out there. She's thrown almost 80 pitches now. We saw Ava Eldridge warming up earlier as the first offering to Mora finds the zone for strike one. Eldridge, the sophomore, who was the one warming up. Hernandez, of course, a true freshman from Mission, Texas. The count is 0-1. Hernandez wheels and deals. Misses down and away for ball number 1. FAU batting .278 today. UTSA just .063. With just 1 hit and 16 at-bats. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Check swing from Mora. But the pitch misses out and away for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Justiana Mora. Who's 1 for 2 today. A fly out to left in her first at-bat. And, of course, coming off of the RBI double her last time up. So responsible for 1 of 3 FAU runs as she will take ball number 3 upstairs.
In her career, Mora has already surpassed 100 career RBIs, runs, and hits. So another explosive hitter with this Owls program.
Big pitch coming here. Hernandez wheels and deals on the 3-1 pitch. This one swung on but fouled off over the left side. And the count is full at 3-2. We saw Mora drive in a run on the RBI double her last time up. And with a runner at first, that being Kylie Hammonds, could see a similar thing happen here. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This one swung on, fly out into left center, but it drops right into the glove of Skylar Rucker for out number 2. So I said fly out prematurely, but it ended up being true anyways. As Lily Holtze, the DP, steps up now with 2 outs. Hammond still standing in at first. Holtze 0 for 2 on the day. A pop up to left and a fly out to left. Her last time up. Sierra Gibson, who's 2 for 2, is in the on-deck circle if she gets the chance. Hernandez, her first pitch, foul tipped behind the plate onto the screen for strike 1 is Holtze. A solid gust of wind here in Boca Raton as we will have a meeting at the mound. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change, I believe. Either that or it's just a regular meeting at the mound.
It looks as though it might be a pitching change possibly because most of the infield is speaking with one coach and it's just a head coach speaking with Hernandez. But I don't see anyone coming out of that bullpen for the Roadrunners. So, I mean, it looks technically like a standard pitching change, but I think they were still committed with Hernandez. I mean, again, why wouldn't you be for how she's looking entering this series? But at the same time, like, she's been struggling in this game, giving up just back-to-back home runs. So I figured they've probably gotten someone new coming in, but they're still sticking with their true freshmen, so you got to give them credit.
Yes, she certainly has a long leash. Obviously, we saw the sophomore Eldridge warming up. She's still warming up, or at least she was a couple of minutes ago. But, yeah, Hernandez is still out there with over 80 pitches thrown as the 0-1 pitch misses out and away for ball one. Hammond still standing in at first with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-0 FAU here in game 1 of this 3-game weekend series. Hernandez kicks and deals on the 1-1, but misses downstairs. That's ball 2. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Paints the black for strike 2, and it's deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. So a big pitch upcoming here for Arlette Hernandez. She's sitting at 99 Ks on the season. It would certainly be a big milestone for the true freshman. As she kicks and deals on the 2-2. So it's swung on and foul tipped back on the screen, and we'll do the 2-2 again. So Hernandez back on the dish. Or back on the mound looking for the century mark. Deals the 2-2 pitch. And that is... No, misses downstairs on the off speed. And the count is full 3-2.
Holtze, 4th in the American and hitting with a 424, 4th also in the conference and on base percentage. So again, another tough hitter you're going to be dealing with.
And she's drawn 21 walks on the season, and now she's drawn 22 as the next pitch misses downstairs for ball 4, and it's runners at first and second for FAU. Holtze on first with Kylie Hammonds advancing to second. Sierra Gibson now steps up to the plate. Gibson, of course, 2 for 2, and both of them being solo home runs.
Let's see if she'll put in a hat trick. I mean, we know Hernandez definitely doesn't want that to happen.
Not at all. First offering to Gibson. Paints the black for strike 1 as she painted the corner that time on the fastball. So, yeah, Gibson looking for the hat trick. Hernandez looking for her 100th strikeout. This is a big at-bat for both players. And with 2 gone at that. 0-1 pitch is up and in for strike 2. Massive payoff pitch coming here.
I mean, the last time Hammonds was that bad was on a full count, so we can't rule her out just yet.
As FAU 1 and 5 with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch on the way misses downstairs, and that's ball 1. So Gibson now with 5 homers on the season. Hernandez, 99 Ks. Big opportunity for both players with 2 runners on for the Owls at first and second. Hernandez, the 1-2, she wheels and deals. Misses downstairs for ball number 3. As Hammonds comes from second, slides into third. And that's a stolen base to put herself in prime scoring position. And for Hammonds, that is her, I believe, 8th stolen base of the season in 11 attempts. So it's runners at the corners for FAU. Deuces wild. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swung on. And foul tipped on the left side of the screen. We'll do it again. Major battle in this lefty-righty matchup. Gibson against Hernandez, who's thrown over 90 pitches now. Hernandez on the 2-2 pitch. Misses way upstairs on the curveball, up and in. And the count is full at 3-2. The tension could not be much higher in this at-bat, Maddox.
It definitely can't be. Well, this is really a crucial learning moment for Hernandez, true freshman. See how she handles these high-pressure moments.
Here comes Hernandez from the stretch. The 3-2 on the way. And a check swing in there from Gibson. They're going to say she went around, and that's a tough strike 3 that leaves 2 FAU runners stranded. Holche at second, Hammonds at third. And Gibson's perfect night, unfortunately, is over after starting out 2 for 2 with back-to-back homers. As UTSA, Arlette Hernandez and company able to retire the side in the bottom of the 5th. And we will head to the top of the 6th, where it'll be the 1-2-3 in UTSA's order, much like it was for FAU's this last inning, as Skylar Rucker, Sabrina Wick, and Michaela Madrid will be due up for the Roadrunners when we come back on FAU Owl Radio. It's still 3-0 FAU leads here in Boca Raton. And we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst joined alongside Maddox Greenberg. We head to the top of the 6th now between FAU and UTSA. It's a 3-0 Owls lead. UTSA back up to the top of their batting order as Skylar Rucker will dig in now. 0 for 1 on the day. Drew a leadoff walk back in her first at-bat and struck out swinging last time up. As she takes strike number 1. Autumn Courtney still in the circle for FAU, so neither teams have put in relief pitchers. It's just been Courtney for FAU and Hernandez for UTSA. Speaking of Hernandez, notched her 100th strikeout of the season. Courtney, the 0-1 pitch, misses down away for ball 1. So congrats to Arlette Hernandez.
Great freshman year for Hernandez. But I think for FAU, I mean, Courtney keeping UTSA with only 1 hit on the in this game, scoreless. I mean, they're going to keep her as long as she's willing to stay in.
It definitely will, as Courtney paints the black for strike 2. The count is 1-2 after Hernandez was able to set down Gibson swinging to end what was the bottom of the 5th. But Courtney now in the driver's seat, 1-2 count. Deals the 1-2. Swung on and fouled off on the left side of the screen to do the 1-2 again. 6 Ks tonight for Autumn Courtney, which would mean 79 Ks on the season. So approaching her 80th of the season. No runners on, no outs on the top of the 6th. Wheels and deals on the 1-2 is Courtney, and it's foul tipped behind the plate. We'll go to 1-2 once more. As Rucker digs back in, she's set. Courtney gets the signal. She's getting set as well. As she deals the 1-2, and it's foul tipped once again back to the left side. And Maddox, we saw Courtney and Rucker battle in their last meeting together, and so far it's looking like it could be a similar story in this at-bat.
Yeah, every time Rucker is at bat, she just keeps the just prolonging it, getting Courtney tired.
1-2 pitch from Courtney misses upstairs, and that's ball 2. Courtney a little over 84 pitches thrown tonight. Between her and Hernandez, we'll see who reaches the century mark first if they get there. The 2-2 from Courtney on the way. Foul tipped once again, this time behind the plate to the backstop, and we'll go with the 2-2 again. Great battle for the second time between the right-handed Courtney and the right-handed Rucker. But who is going to win? Rucker, the leadoff batter, against Courtney, the starter. Here comes the 2-2 for another time. This one swung on in the air to left field, foul territory. Bella Ferran comes charging on that one and makes the grab for out number 1. And make that the first out of the inning. Skylar Rucker, the leadoff hitter, retired. So she's now 0 for 2 on the day. Sabrina Wick now coming up to bat.
Ferran been busy this entire game at left field.
She's definitely gotten her fair share tonight of putouts. I will pull up the number for you in a second. First pitch is a check swing in there from Sabrina Wick. But they're going to say she didn't go around. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 5 putouts in the outfield for Bella Ferran tonight. Second on the team in this one. Courtney deals the 1-0 pitch. Wick shows bunt. Couldn't get contact, but the pitch from Courtney missed outside anyway, and it's 2 balls, no strikes on Sabrina Wick. Wick 1 for 2 on the day. Doubled, was stranded at third back on her first at-bat, and then reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. A 4-6 fielder's choice, to be exact. Next pitch swung on, blooped into left field. Bella Ferran makes the catch from left field, her second straight putout of the game. And to Maddox's credit, what he just said about a minute or two ago, Ferran, with now her 6th putout of the game, getting in work in the outfield. So that's back-to-back F7s. And technically speaking, that's 3 straight F7s for UTSA, as Madison Hornback, who ended off the top of the 5th, ended that inning with an F7, and it's 2 gone here in the top of the 6th, no runners on. As Courtney's first pitch to Michaela Madrid misses outside for ball 1. Madrid 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice her first time up, and then popped up to third her last time at the plate. Courtney on the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off over the third base line, and we'll go out a 1-1 count. FAU looking to start this weekend series off in the right direction, and so far they're doing just that. The 1-1 pitch is on the way. That paints the black for strike 2 on the off speed from Courtney. Courtney looking for her 80th strikeout here in 2026. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Courtney wheels and deals. But the next pitch will miss outside, and it's Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone in the top of the 6th. As Guzman and Moore inching a little above the bag in the infield at first and third respectively. Courtney, the 2-2 pitch, she wheels and deals. As Madrid's going to foul this one off again over the left side up into the bleachers. And she'll live to fight another day. Still no runners on. Chance for Courtney to retire the side. Wheels and deals on the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and Madrid's going to foul or fight this one off again over the left side. So another battle here with Courtney in the circle. Michaela Madrid staying alive here. Courtney looking at the signal. Rocks and fires, the 2-2 on the way. This one swung on in the air to left field. Back going is Ferran, but she couldn't come up with the catch. And instead of retiring the side for the third out, that's going to be a foul ball. And Madrid, who marched all the way up to as far as second base, is going to stroll back to the plate to continue battle with Courtney. The count still 2-2 with 2 gone.
That would have been 3 straight outs made by Ferran in this inning. That would have been 3 straight. That would have been impressive.
Back-to-back F7s in this inning. 3 straight F7s from FAU's defense. Ferran putting in the work. The 2-2 again from Courtney is swung on and fouled off.
I think we know who our offensive MVP would be, but I think for defense MVP definitely will be Ferran.
Yeah, for sure. It's Sierra Gibson on the offensive side, and yeah, as you said, it's probably Bella Ferran out and left on the defensive side of things. As Michaela Madrid talking things over with, I believe, UTSA's batting coach. Almost 100 pitches thrown tonight for Autumn Courtney, who's still in the circle, as Madrid is absolutely battling right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, deuces wild.
Well, we're starting to see a lot of the more recent batters that Courtney has been facing, where she's letting them stay on at the bat a lot longer than earlier in the game. So we're starting to see some fatigue happening, seeing what Mike Clark might want to do in the end of next inning.
Courtney to 2-2 for another time. Is foul tipped behind the plate. Madrid continuing to battle these pitches off, whether it's off speed or fastball from Courtney. Madrid has had at least a resemblance of an answer, and she's still up here battling against Courtney. Courtney back, resets, rocks, and fires. Swung on, foul tipped again, left side of the screen. How many foul balls straight is that, Maddox? Do you know?
I couldn't keep count. I mean, all these batters are just really like putting the work on Courtney at this point.
Madrid versus Courtney, righty versus righty. We'll do it once again at the 2-2. 2 gone. Courtney, chance to retire the side. Rocks and fires. Swung on. Fly ball into center. Is caught by Hannah Rivers for out number 3. FAU gets out of the inning. Finally retires the side. And with the Owls still up 3-0, they've held the Roadrunners scoreless. Now, so far for UTSA, no runs on just 1 hit, 2 errors. They've left 3 players stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, where for FAU it'll be the 6, 7, 8 in their batting order. Chloe Yates, followed by Destiny Johns and Yanni Guzman, who is pinch hitting for FAU tonight. We'll be right back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. And welcome back to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Nathan Korst joined alongside Maddox Greenberg joining alongside you. We got a pinch hitter for FAU. It's Kylie Shelton is going to pinch hit for Chloe Yates here in the 6-hole spot. After Yates went 0 for 2. Arlette Hernandez still in the circle for UTSA. Here comes her first offering to Shelton. And it paints the black down Broadway for strike 1. And looking at Kylie Shelton so far in 2026, this will be her 30th appearance of the season. She's batting .254 with 8 runs, 16 hits, 6 doubles, 7 RBIs, and 6 walks. Hernandez on the 0-1 pitch. Check swing from Shelton, but the pitch finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Just about 100 pitches thrown tonight for Hernandez. She doesn't look to be the least bit tired so far. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses up in the corner for ball 1. So it's Kylie Shelton at the dish. Destiny Johns in the on-deck circle. Hernandez back in the circle. Wheels and deals. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And this one swung on and fouled off on the left side of the screen. We'll keep it at a 1-2 on Shelton. As we approach the 8 o'clock p.m. mark here in the heart of Boca Raton, Florida, with FAU up 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. No outs, no runners on. 1-2 pitch on the way, and Shelton will foul this one off again. As we hear a dog barking in the background from beneath the bleachers.
Yeah, a couple people brought their dogs in for this game.
Not sure why. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one's lined down the first base line. The first baseman couldn't handle it. And Kylie Shelton is going to reach first. We'll see how this is scored. I would expect this to be ruled as an error in the infield, which would be an E3. We will see how it is scored. But nonetheless, Shelton is able to get on first in what is the leadoff spot in this inning. And Destiny Johns now steps in, as it will be ruled in E3. Kylie Shelton reaches first. First pitch from Hernandez to Johns paints the black for strike one. Destiny Johns, 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and then reached second on an E2 her last time up. And batting .241 right now. 0-1 pitch from Hernandez on the way. Swung on, popped up in the air. Onto the left side of the berm and foul for strike 2. Still nobody gone here in the bottom of the 6th. How much longer does Arlette Hernandez and her right arm have? We shall see.
Again, we're still seeing a couple people warming up in the bullpen for UTSA, but we've been seeing that all day, just kind of staying warm.
Hernandez 0-2. This one's popped up in the air. Foul territory, and UTSA will settle under that one for out number 1 as Madison Hornback charged on that one. It's one gone now. Shelton still at first. As Yanni Guzman has mentioned before, in the 8-hole spot, pinch hitting for Madison Insco. As she swings and misses on the first pitch from Hernandez to make it an 0-1 count. And it looks like for UTSA, warming up is Kaylee Olivares. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sophomore. Yeah, we'll see how much longer Hernandez has. The 0-1 pitch on the way. This one swung on in the air. Goes foul off to the right side. And the count is 0-2. Kylie Shelton standing in at first with one gone. FAU scored in 3 straight innings from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings, all with 1 run. UTSA still looking for something on the offensive side of things. The 0-2 pitch swung on in the air to right field, but it goes foul over onto the right side and into FAU's bullpen. So good power, just not quite the right location from Guzman on that one. The 0-2 from Hernandez. Good eye from Guzman. The pitch missed out and away for ball 1. Guzman making her 29th appearance here in 2026. Pretty good numbers for the senior on the season from Claremont, Florida. Batting .367, 7 runs, 22 hits, as well as a homer and 16 RBIs. Next pitch swung on, lace into left field. That is back, and that is gone! Yanni Guzman, a 2-run bomb to give FAU some much-needed insurance here in the bottom of the 6th.
I don't know.
Yanni Guzman, her 2nd homer of the season.
I don't know, Nathan. From my vantage point, and same with Skylar Rucker, that looked very close to the foul line. It looked as though actually it was a foul ball because it went to the left of the foul pole off to the far corner. So it looks as though UTSA might be challenging. I think they might be a successful challenge. The officials are reviewing it, or going to review it.
One of the umpires signaling back to the press box. I can't make out what he's saying.
Me neither, but I think they might be challenging. Yeah, they will be challenging. They're running over to the review side.
Unfortunately, I already wrote home run in my score sheet in black pen, mind you, but no, good challenge here by UTSA for sure. That was a very close call. Even half of my brain was thinking that went foul for a moment, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, everyone here at the stadium kind of thought that was, and I mean, they would love to have it be fair ball being up by 5, but again, from my vantage point, I'm looking at the replay now, and like the ball is just going past. Still trying to look into the reviews. It's paused, kind of. But yeah, it looked as though it went over the corner. So I don't think it really was fair to begin with. I mean, still very close. I mean, if it just listed a little bit to the right, it would have been a good territory. As I'm looking into it now, yes, it did go clearly off to the left side, just barely past the pole. But it is going to be a foul ball, and Guzman will be back at the batter's box.
Well, I mean, you got to see if the umpires see that as well. But yeah, that should be the call as Maddox looks at the replay. Both teams huddling up, talking some things over. Jordan Clark having a chat with Hannah Rivers off to on the third base line. So it's one gone here in the bottom of the 6th. And it would be a 5-0 FAU lead if the 2-run bomb from Yanni Guzman counts. But as you said, Maddox, according to the replay, this is going to be a foul ball, but still need the final ruling from the umpires to come in as we await that.
Yeah, there should be like an open and shut case, but like even looking at the very end of the replay a couple of times, like with it being a bright neon ball and it'd be a white pole, and just for the lighting of it, it's very tricky to see exactly up close if it was to the left or to the right of the pole, because it was just there. But at least from my naked eye, initially seeing the play, it looked as though it was clearly off to the left. So, I mean, we're still waiting to hear from what the officials have to say. I still think it's kind of a no-brainer. Still very close, but I think a lot of evidence favors that was a foul ball. And again, another vantage point, and this other view clearly shows that it is a foul ball. Clearly shows it.
And here comes the umpire racing out. Here comes the ruling. And it looks like the home run is going to count. So,
okay.
Maddox, I don't know what your eyes saw, but that's a 2-run bomb from Yanni Guzman. Definitely a close call nonetheless, but that confirms it is a 5-0 FAU lead.
I mean, if you got to see the replay as I did, then you will see like how close it was. I'm still amazed that was rule a home run. I didn't think that would be.
Gotta wonder what UTSA thinks of that call, as Hannah Rivers is going to step up to the plate for FAU. Although, if I'm not mistaken, JoJo Mulholland did pinch it for her, but I guess Rivers is back in the 9-hole spot now as she swings through and misses for strike 1 from Arlette Hernandez.
Well, I don't think Studman's too thrilled by that call, and I would be on her side agreeing with this. But again, like that was a play that was called. 5-0 lead. UTSA was still, even if it wasn't rule a home run, they will still have to try to get out.
Next pitch swung on, laced down the first base line, right into the glove of Taryn, all the way out in right field, Taryn Madlock, excuse me. And that's out number 2. Sets down Hannah Rivers on the F9. Owls now back up to the top of their order with Bella Ferran. Ferran 0 of 1 on the day, flew out to center her last time up, but obviously started the game with back-to-back walks. As here comes Hernandez with her first offering to Ferran, and she finds the zone up in the corner for strike 1. It's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. FAU leads this one 5-0. much thanks to 3 home runs in this game from the Owls. Here comes the 0-1 from Hernandez. And that's up and in for strike 2 on the curveball. So big payoff pitch upcoming for UTSA and Hernandez. As she wheels and deals on the 0-2, but misses down in the corner for ball 1. FAU batting .250 tonight. UTSA just .053. Owls have also been walked 3 times. The 1-2 pitch on the way. This one swung on, tapped into left field. But Skylar Rucker is going to charge on that one for out number 3. On the F7 to retire Bella Ferran. And that is how we will end the bottom half of the 6th. 6 full innings through this one. But FAU still leading this one 5-0. They got 2 much-needed insurance runs after the 2-run bomb from Yanni Guzman a little bit ago. And we'll head to the top of the 7th, where UTSA will be down to their final 3 outs. The 4, 5, 6 in their order due up with Meador, Madlock, and Mundine. So triple M's for the Roadrunners when we're back on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube.
We are back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg, Nathan Korst, 5-0 FAU lead after a Yanni Guzman 2-run home run that was very close, was reviewed, but the officials called it FAU's way. Owls up 5-0 here at the top of the 7th. Roadrunners down to the last 3 batters, hoping to avoid a shutout game. Their first shutout game since March 11th at Texas A&M Corpus Christi, in which they lost 7-0. 2-0 count for Brooklyn Meter, 0 for 2 today for the Roadrunners, the right-handed batter. Courtney still on the hill. New catcher coming in, Sophia Camacho. And inside, 2-1 count for Courtney. Meador, a .398 batter. Courtney with a windup. And hit high into center field. And that'll be a great catch made by Hammonds in front of the warning track near left center, recording the first out. And now the Roadrunners down to their last 2. Taryn Madlock, the designated player in right field for the Roadrunners, looking to help. But looks like it won't be Madlock. It will be a pinch hitter, Demery Stafford, the freshman from Edroy, Texas.
So this will be her 33rd appearance of the season. She bats .274, 11 runs, 23 hits, a couple of doubles, a homer, and 8 RBIs, as well as 11 walks here in the pinch hitter spot.
So great pinch hitter for the Roadrunners. And the first pitch against the pinch hitter, the lefty, is a strike one by the right-hander, Courtney. Courtney also over 110 pitches now, grounded out into the hands of Rivers, throws over to first to Guzman and records the second out. Now the Roadrunners down to their last run, and it is all up to Samantha Mundine, who's 0 for 2 today, the left-handed batter. 5-0, Owls lead, bases empty, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Hit high over into left field, and who else but Bella Ferran in a quick 1-2-3 inning. And just like that, the Owls defeat the Roadrunners to open up the series and extend their win streak up to
3 wins.
now 3 wins. And the next game up will be tomorrow at 5 p.m., in which Nathan and I will have coverage for that. Owls get their 25th win of the series, looking to get a series sweep. We'll be back for tomorrow for the second game of the 3-game series. Last time, 5-0 UTSA, 5-0 FAU win. You've been listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube.